Hello and welcome back. I'm finally able to record videos. We're back into Pauper. A lot of things happened since I left Pauper. First of all, we got a lot of storm cards. The one most people are excited about is Chatterstorm. So it's kind of like Empty the Warrens. 2 mana, create a 1/1 green squirrel token with Storm. So you cast this, you make like 10 squirrels. It's pretty good. I mean, it's squirrels. I like this card a lot. Combine that with First Day of Class, which is another card new to Pauper since I played Pauper at least. This card is absurd. Like, aside from Storm, it's 2 mana instant for whatever reason. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and it gains haste until end of turn. So it's like Goblin Bushwhacker, but you can play it before you play the creatures, and it just has effects afterwards. But then it has Learn, so you get to like either rummage or you get to like replace it with like a card, like a lesson. One of these over here, like Introduction to Prophecy. So it's like Goblin Bushwhacker that scries 2 and draws a card, and is like proactive for the rest of the turn. And then they stay with counters. This card's absurd. And then the third one is Galvanic Relay. And this is probably controversial, but in my opinion, this is the most scary out of all of them. This card is 3 mana, exile the top card of your library. During your next turn, you may play that card with Storm. So basically it turns every spell you've cast into a card draw. You don't get it right away, but you get it next turn. I think this is the strongest Storm card out of the 3, and my prediction is, I mean, probably Chatterstorm will get banned, or something of these, but I feel like long term this card is going to be really, really good in the format, just because like maybe you're not getting a Chatterstorm card, but if you have like an infinite combo in your deck, you could just play like a Storm deck, Galvanic Relay, you know, draw a bunch of cards, try and hit the combo. If you don't hit the combo, Galvanic Relay again. It just gives you like all of this insane card draw. It seems really good to me, and I think not running 4 is probably a mistake. If you're running a Storm list like this. Anyway, the other cards that I've added, so that's basically the core of like what's going on. Everyone's running a bunch of squirrels. I don't expect this list to do super well right now. It's my first time playing it, and the meta's like hyper tuned for this. Like everyone's running 4 main deck Echoing Decay and stuff. So right now is not the good time to like have good results with Chatterstorm, but it's a good time to show you guys how the deck works and how you would play against it if they didn't have like infinite sideboards. Yeah, so what we're running, there's a lot of lists running out there. I wanted to try something a little bit different. I love Tinderwall. I feel like this card's absurd, and I wanted to have really good mana in my deck. So we are mono green with Tinderwall, Wild Cantor, Lotus Petal, Chromatic Star, Manamorphose. That's 20 red sources in our mono green deck. So like we're actually very likely to hit red mana, because 20 red sources is more than some monocolored like decks run in terms of mountains. So it's like, it's mono green, but red mana is just free essentially. And then we're running all these set creatures. Tinderwall's like Rite of Flame and stuff like that. So the play is you play like turn 1 Tinderwall. Turn 2, this becomes as good in terms of mana as Dark Ritual, because it's 0 mana to add 2. If you put a Bequeathal on it, when enchanted creature dies, you draw 2 cards. Now you just like, you're going deep. You put a Bequeathal on it, you're like drawing cards, adding mana. It's absurd. The Bequeathal is very good with Wild Cantor and Tinderwall. If I could just run all copies of Tinderwall, I would. But we got to run one more. I'm trying Satyr Hedonist. Skirk Prospector is another one. There's like a lot of options to run in its place, but you need a critical mass of creatures that can sacrifice to turn on Bequeathal. We're just trying it out, see how it goes. So that's essentially the deck, right? You just play creatures, draw cards with Bequeathal, and the main thing I'm trying to do with this particular Storm build is to be 1 turn faster than the other Storm lists. Because the other Storm lists probably combo harder, but I get untapped forests with Land Grant. Land Grant's also absurd for Storm. It's just a free Storm count. It's like lands that add Storm. So if you're trying to go like turn 1 big Galvanic Relay or turn 2, and you draw 2 Land Grants, that's just 2 extra cards you can draw. So that's very good. But yeah, I have untapped forests and Tinderwall, Wild Cantor. My mana is better. So I'm hoping I can go off reliably turn 2 or 3. Like reliably go off turn 2 for a Galvanic Relay, or like combo off turn 3 is the hope, just being like 1 turn faster. We'll see how it goes. I've never played this deck and I'm pretty rusty with Pauper, so bear with me. For lessons to get, we have Introduction to Prophecy, in case you have a bunch of mana. Environmental Sciences is kind of weird. Sometimes you just run into positions where you just want like 1 more Storm and you only have like 1 mana to spare. So you could cast this, grab a forest, and then cast Chatterstorm. And then Intro to Annihilation is an answer to some annoying permanents. Like Current Clan Shaman and stuff, you just have like, this can snipe them. For the sideboard, 4 Red Blast for blue decks. Snakeskin Veil is a sweet option you get when you're playing green. Everyone's running Echoing Truth and Echoing Decay. Snakeskin Veil gives your creature hexproof and fizzles Echoing Decay, so all of your squirrels survive. So it's kind of sweet. It also is good to bring in to protect your creatures if they're trying to kill them when you bequeathal your creatures. So that's an option. Gutshot is for Clan Shaman, and the red one that Burn brings in to like kills all your creatures. Flaring Pain for, you know, we attack through combat, so if someone's bringing in Moment's Peace, there's that. And then Weather the Storm for Burn. That's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm playing a full league, and I'll see you guys in the rounds. Alright, we're playing against Trifco, and we are on the play, which is fantastic. No land. Yeah, I can't keep this. Okay, this is good. This is a turn 2 Galvanic Relay for a decent amount. I'm deciding if I want to keep this forest. Opponent says hi, good luck, thank you. Right, I go turn 1 Hickory Woodlot. I guess we can see how much mana I need. Turn 1 Hickory Woodlot. Turn 2, I can go Wild Cantor, stack that for red, Desperate Ritual, Manamorphose. I think I keep this and just get rid of the forest. And then just do this. One is probably like, why do you have a Hickory Woodlot? I've never seen this card see play ever. And I don't blame them. They appear to be playing Elves or something of the sort. Ooh, Bequeathal makes this play so much better. I have to use my Lotus Petal, but that's fine. Let's do this. Bequeathal the Cantor. Sacrifice this one for green. Then we can land grant, reveal my hand, get a forest, play the forest. I guess we want to Manamorphose here for red-green. Ooh, Chatterstorm's good. Can I play both? I don't think so. I can Desperate Ritual. I think it's better to hold the Chatterstorm. Let's Desperate Ritual, then we can go Lotus Petal, Wild Cantor. And given the setup of my deck, Lotus Petal probably has a better chance of surviving, so let's just sacrifice this and Galvanic Relay for a bunch. Casual turn 2. Last turn. And so now we get another Galvanic Relay, so we could just keep doing this, actually. That's awesome. Opponent does have Priest of Titania, so next turn it's pretty likely that they're going to be able to do a whole bunch of stuff. So we want to go off this turn if we can. Although, I mean, we're going to get a Galvanic Relay, so we're going to cast Land Grant, show them my hand, get the last forest out of my deck, play the forest from the whatever this is. Then we can sacrifice Lotus Petal for red to cast Desperate Ritual into Seething Song, into Seething Song, into Manamorphose, adding green. And the reason we save Wild Cantor is because we can draw, what is it, Bequeathal at any time. We do this, we add green. Chromatic Star, I think it's still worth going for here. Let's go for green again. Okay, yeah, that's lethal. First day of class. Before playing Wild Cantor this time, to be correct, we can just discard this forest. Although, can I just get more Storm? I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, so I can Chatterstorm, Chatterstorm. I can't quite cast Introduction to Prophecy. Let's just discard this forest. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters at all. We get to go Cantor. This gets the counter, we yield to that. Then we get to go just Chatterstorm into Chatterstorm. Pretty good turn 3. So, as sad as it is, we don't actually get to cast the Galvanic Relay, but that's fine. Because we just have like 10 billion squirrels. Okay. Game 1 down. Do I want to bring in the Gutshots against Elves? I don't even know what Elves sideboards in this matchup. I feel like maybe I want a Flaring Pain, but I don't actually know. They're just going to be playing things. Like, do I care about Gutshot? Like, one Gutshot can really disrupt them. Like, if I have in my opening hand, but if I draw it later on, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to see what Elves sideboards. I honestly have absolutely no idea, so I think I'm just going to keep the main deck the same. I think I'm just like their deck, but faster. Weather the Storm is fine. We have... Is this a turn 1? No, but it's a pretty good turn 2. I mean, I'm going to keep this. They have Quarian Ranger. Do I get to go Land Grant? They get to see my hand. I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to Tinderwall this turn, and then I think next turn... I mean, depending on what we draw, Bequeathal is the best. It's like the best card in our deck by far. I don't love this Satyr Hedonist. I wanted to try it out, and it just seems kind of bad. It's basically a green-red multicolored card, which is not really where I want to be. Opponent's going to go off next turn. We draw Wild Cantor. So I can make like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squirrels. That's probably not enough because they're gonna make like a million elves. But if their hand is slow, like if they don't have anything good, like maybe that's good. I think I'm better off just waiting. I have enough mana. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not even gonna cast this land grant. Elvish Vanguard is fine. Ooh, a second one, that's a lot of elves. Another priest, I mean, like, that's fine. I feel like they just don't sideboard. They just try and race. What is the other ability? Sacrifice Tinderwall deals 2 damage to target creature it's blocking. Alright, that's good to know. Okay, Elvish Mystic. So they have a reasonably fast clock. But not the end of the world. So now I guess we land grant, show them what we're working with. We make our land drop, and we just hope to draw something in the next turn or two. I mean, like a single first day of school at least lets me block their creatures pretty profitably. Galvanic Arc lets me, or whatever, Galvanic Relay? I don't know the name of the card. Okay, they have a Fiendhorn Elves. So they have a bunch of big elves. I take like 9 this turn, and we get to block with Tinderwall. 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can make chump blockers, I guess. I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So land grant is not great, but I guess I do cast it. Just, you know, flooding out is not fun. Get the last land in our deck, play the land. We can play Satyr Hedonist. Right now I block here and I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So currently I'm double blocking. Okay. I'm okay planning to double block here. Or double chump, whatever. When it swings out, we block here, and we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no point in like sacrificing Tinderwall or whatever. And they will have 2 blockers if we try and go off. First day, I mean, you're a little bit late, good sir, but we'll at least try. Like this for red, Rite of Flame, Desperate Ritual, Seething Song, first day of class. Grabbing, I could grab Introduction to Annihilation. I don't have enough mana for that, so I guess we'll get Intro to Prophecy. Then I'll do... What? Why did it use all my mana? Oh, jeez. Well, this seems pretty good, actually. I can go Wild Cantor, Bequeathal, and then into Manamorphose. Okay. Up top. Wild Cantor. Always yield. Bequeathal the Cantor. Sacrifice this. We're gonna add red. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm drawing Manamorphose. Oh. If I could draw Rite of Flame here, I have to add green red. If I could draw Rite of Flame, I guess I don't have enough green. Ooh, that's so close. Yeah, we were like so close on mana. If I didn't have to chump with, I think, either of my creatures, I would have just won this turn. I mean, that's why they put pressure on you, but we were close. I still think... I mean, at this point, I can probably just sit back and wait for a Galvanic Relay, right? They can't really attack into my creatures. What does swinging out look like? They untap this, they eat 2 of my guys, and they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I guess we just don't attack. Yeah, so close. But we're also close to like just hitting them for lethal if they get too aggressive swinging out. No! Alright, I don't even know what I can draw next turn to go off. I somehow need to go off next turn, and I don't think it's possible. Because Well-Wisher just means it's impossible for me to race. Yeah, and they don't attack. Very smart from them. They play their land. Alright, I don't know what I can draw. Oh. Yeah, we just die. Do I just concede? I'll wait one more turn. I mean, they're just going to start gaining like a bajillion life. That's enough for me. I'll concede to that. That's plenty. So on the play, I just don't feel like I need a gut shot. I think I'm just faster than them most of the time. And ooh, yeah, this hand's pretty good. No land grant. Land grant feels like cheating. It's just like a free storm count. Love that card. We'll see if we want to wait or not. Ooh, Jaspera Sentinel, that's fun. Oh, we are not waiting here. Let's go ahead and go tap this, Tinderwall, Bequeathal the Tinderwall, sacrifice this to add some red, draw 2. Ooh, okay, we can go Forest, tap this for Seething Song, Lotus Petal. And I guess I'm just gonna double Galvanic Relay. I don't see any reason to not do that. That's just like so many cards next turn. And go ahead. So next turn I have Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame, Galvanic Relay. That's pretty good. I'm having fun. I hope my opponent is. They get to go Priest of Titania, and they have 1 mana open, or they attack for 1. They don't. Probably good call. Alright, let's go tap this. Wild Cantor. I'm curious what they could do from this position, because we get to double Bequeathal or Cantor, and that's just so sick. What do they have? Blue Elemental Blast. Did not expect that one, okay. We get to go Wild Cantor. Blue Elemental Blast is very surprising, but kind of awesome. They did just give me free Storm, which I won't complain about. Then I can go... I think at this point I'm just going to go Forest, Bequeathal. Bequeathal. Sacrifice this one for red. Draw 4 cards. We get to go Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame. Chromatic Star for green. You just need a first day of school. Any time would be nice. Chromatic Star for green again. Okay, Manamorphose is nice. Let's just go Desperate Ritual. Manamorphose for double green. There we go. First day of class. That's pretty much just game over. So we do this. I'm just going to discard this actually. Hope to draw. Ooh, Land Grant is nice. Caspar revealing my hand. Get the last forest. We get to go Tinderwall. It's haste, whatever. Sacrifice this to add some mana. And we win the match! That was so sick! That was so much Storm. I was gonna like Chatterstorm and then Galvanic Relay and then just have my whole deck. That was a good start. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Mateus Lukasov. That's at least I think I should say it. We are on the die roll. We go first, which is awesome with this deck. No land means we mulligan. No land again means we're going to 5. Which is not great, but this deck can easily win with 5 hard. And yeah, we'll keep this hand. We're gonna get rid of... I think we're just gonna go double Bequeathal Wild Cantor, so we get rid of Satyr Hedonist. And honestly, probably just Seething Song. We're just going all in on this value engine here. We just go turn 1 Wild Cantor, and then turn 2, we can go Bequeathal Land Grant, Bequeathal Wild Cantor. And that means that's a lot of cards. We're in no rush. Our opponent appears to be playing a slow deck. That's a Galvanic Relay. Let's go Bequeathal. Land Grant. Play our land. Play another Bequeathal. So now we can draw 4. We'll have 1 mana. I don't think I can really Galvanic Relay here, so let's just attack. That gives us a bunch more mana for next turn. And if they try and kill our Wild Cantor, I mean, we still get all the cards. They Bajuka Bog our Land Grant. No problem there. I think next turn we're just going to try and go for it, I think. Yeah, we got a Tinderwall. Let's just, we're doing this pre-combat because we have first day of school and stuff. Let's just sacrifice Wild Cantor for green and see what happens. Double Chatterstorm? Alright, let's go Tinderwall. Stack this for double red. We can go Rite of Flame, Desperate Ritual. And then I think I'm going to go Chatterstorm into Galvanic Relay, because that Galvanic Relay gives me a bunch of stuff for next turn. I don't think I'm going to gain too much by casting another Chatterstorm here. This is really just for Storm count. We play Relay, so we get more cards next turn. See what they are. Tinderwall. Bequeathal. It's a good start always. First day of class. We have first day of class Chatterstorm for next turn. And Tinderwall. So we should have a pretty good turn coming up. Opponent has 3 mana available. It looks like they're holding like an Echoing Decay, maybe? So what do we want to do? Because if they Echoing Decay all of my squirrels, that's going to be really bad. If I can get 2 first days of class, that would be kind of nice. So let's go Tinderwall. And I kind of want to just Bequeathal this Tinderwall. See if they try and kill that. Because if they do, that means they don't have mana to do other stuff. Okay, so that goes through. So let's just sacrifice this and add double red. Draw 2. We're hoping for a Galvanic Relay. Ooh. Land Grant. I don't necessarily want to show them my hand, but getting extra lands out of my deck does seem quite useful. So we can go Forest, play our Forest. We can Manamorphose for some green mana here. Another Manamorphose is fantastic. So now we get to go Tinderwall. Bequeathal on the Tinderwall. They might try and kill it here. Okay, so that goes through. Sack this to draw some cards. We have Rite of Flame, so we get to go Rite of Flame. I guess I probably Manamorphose. If I can hit another First Day of Class or a Galvanic Arc, we're just doing really well. Wild Cantor's not exactly where we want it to be. So let's First Day of Class. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana available. So I guess I can get an Introduction to Prophecy, maybe? Or I can just trade away this Wild Cantor, and that makes sense to me. Another Chromatic Star. So let's go Chromatic Star. Add some red. Another Chromatic Star. I mean, we're gonna go for Chatterstorm. They probably have the kill. I guess I can draw one more time with Chromatic Star. Sacrifice this at green. Rite of Flame. If I can Rite of Flame into Chromatic Star, I think that's probably my best shot here. Because I could draw First Day of School again. Or Galvanic Arc, or whatever it's called. Galvanic Relay, and have a good shot at winning. Alright, let's just go Lotus Petal, Chatterstorm, and they probably have Echoing Decay. But if they don't, we do just win outright. We'll see if they concede. If they don't concede, then I lose. Always yield. Make a whole bunch of squirrels. Turn 4 was just too slow. That was the problem. If we had this turn 3, we would be in business. But maybe they don't have it, you know? Sometimes they can't have it every time. So it's a shame there was only one Galvanic Relay in the top half, because if we had hit Galvanic Relay with a storm count of 16, like, yeah, they could Echoing Decay our squirrels, but then, yeah. Alright, so those die. I'm not going to concede. I mean, I want to see what their deck does at least. But we're going to, like, if we had drawn any Galvanic Relay, they could kill all my squirrels and then it wouldn't be an issue because we would just, like, go off the next turn and it would be fine. So they're just like black-white stuff. How many bequeathals have we used? Because if we've used all 4, there's really no way for me to come back into this. Okay, they're playing Artifact Land. Like, I do just want to see more. They're probably just gonna, like, just attack me with Guardian here. I'm just gonna concede. I've seen their deck. There's really no way I can win. Bequeathal is my really only card advantage here. It's just not worth it. So their thing is, like, Echoing Decay. I think I can bring in 2 Snakeskin Veils. Because then when I go off, if they like just hold Echoing Decay, I could just have this and protect myself, and then it's very hard for them to kill all of my squirrels. Because if you give 1 hexproof, it doesn't kill all of your creatures. So we're going to get rid of Satyr Hedonist, because it's not that great. And then, what else are we feeling? Maybe 1 copy of Desperate Ritual. Run it like that. Alright, let's see how we can do this. Let's go first. So, this is a mulligan, no lands. That was a mulligan to 5 our last hand. I just realized we do have Snakeskin Veil. I'm going to keep this hand, and I guess I probably don't want duplicate First Day of Class. Although maybe... Oh, they mulled the 5 as well. Yeah, because they're like, well, I have to keep Echoing Decay. Or Duress. Duress helps them too. But they take First Day of Class or Chromatic Star, and it's not a huge deal. So I guess maybe I was supposed to keep the duplicate First Day of Class there. So I have enough mana. I don't really feel the need to waste Storm Count here by casting Wild Cantor, but yeah, I'm going to save my Storm Count. I think I have enough mana when it passes turn. I mean, they mulled the 5 as well, so we could just like take it slow, not do anything. We can just Snakeskin Veil when they go for Echoing Decay. They have Castigate. Yeah, okay. This is getting more awkward. Taking Chromatic Star does make good sense. It's like really my only card like advantage here. You really don't want to draw this many lands. I mean, I'll show them what I drew, but that's pretty rough. We both mulled the 5. What is this? 3/3 Indestructible Black Ooze? Right, that's actually kind of funny. I mean, it is a clock. There's our Bequeathal. Do I wait a turn just to get more card advantage? I think so. I'm in no rush, really. I'm taking 3 a turn. My opponent's missing land drops. If they snipe my Bequeathal, I'll be a little bit sad with like a Duress. Okay. Chatterstorm. So take 3 more. I'm gonna wait another turn. I just want to save my Storm Count. That's the reason I'm not casting Wild Cantor Bequeathal. I think next turn or the turn after is probably when I'm going to go for it. My opponent doesn't really have too much interaction, but I'm not dying that fast. I'm just scared of duress, basically taking this card. Okay, I mean, that's probably good enough for me. So we can go Wild Cantor, Bequeathal. See if they try and kill this. They don't. Sack this for red. We draw 2. Hopefully another Rite of Flame. Oh, nice. Rite of Flame. Desperate Ritual. I have to remember to keep a green open. I actually tapped really badly. I was supposed to hold a forest up so that, like, I could have all this mana available. So that's on me. Let's go ahead and Chromatic Star for green. Actually, kind of want to keep the red. I'm going to green for green. Rite of Flame is great. First day of class. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. So I guess I'm just going to get Environmental Sciences for extra Storm. And then I cast Sciences. Get a Forest. Oh, and that's actually huge. I get to play the Forest. I get to Chatterstorm. I have Snakeskin Veil available. So they can't Echoing Decay my Squirrels. Can auto yield. I might actually win this one. Snakeskin Veil taking it down, I hope. They would need like Duress plus Echoing Decay to get through this, which is possible. But I guess we'll see. They go for that. We give this one Hexproof. Take them down. That's 16. They go to like 3 life here. So they have to kill all of my Squirrels now. They're attacking. I mean, maybe they have another Echoing Decay or something. But even that doesn't work. They were supposed to not attack. They actually still die. If they had kept back their creature, they would have won. But they didn't, so they die. We'll take that. And that's why Snakeskin Veil is it's just huge in the matchup. We'll take that win. So they're gonna bring in a lot of... I mean, maybe I want more? I mean, that card just like single-handedly let me not lose the game there. It does slow down my hands a little bit. Like, basically, if they have discard, Snakeskin Veil is pretty bad. But it gives me really good late game. I think I just want the 2. I think that's fine. Because I also can be very fast. Like, if I just win turn 2, what do they do? Ooh, do I keep this hand in the face of duress? I'm not scared. Oh no, oh no. Yeah. The thing is, though, even if they take my land grant, I could just draw a Galvanic Relay and just, like, draw a million cards the following turn. And it's not, like, that sketchy. Bequeathal. I mean, yeah, I don't play anything here. Divest? Artifact or creature? They take my Lotus Petal. Divest is really weird to bring in, but I guess there's probably a whole bunch of cards that they wanted to cut. That's fine. Hickory Woodlot was awesome. Now I just need to draw, like, a Tinderwall. Okay, they could take Bequeathal. We're trading 1 for 1 here. Interesting. They take first day of class. For some reason, I feel like that's the least important card. They have Knight's Whisper. They're down to 4 cards. I mean, like, do I just go for this? I'm only drawing 2 cards. Only drawing 2. This is tough because I think I'm probably better served waiting. Obviously, they could Castigate and that gets worse. Ugh. Yeah. Because I could have cast Wild Cantor and Bequeathal, but then I'm down 2 Storm if I want a Galvanic Relay. Ooh, they take the Wild Cantor. That's ambitious. I can draw Tinderwall, Lotus Petal. All of these are fine. I mean, we're just getting deeper into my deck. So we can track what I would have drawn and see how it goes from here, I guess. Guardian of the Guild Pact is fine. Because I would have drawn 2 off of the Bequeathal. Just another Wild Cantor. They're tapped out of some things. I think now is probably my time to go for this. They only have 1 mana available. If they kill my creature in response to the Bequeathal, it's going to be hard, but I think now's the time to go for it. Alright, that went through. Sacrifice this one to add red. Draw 2. Ooh, and we whiffed really hard. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. If they have the ninjutsu that makes me discard, we're in big trouble. But they don't. We only take 2. I mean, this is a really slow game. Another Guardian. They have 1 card in hand? Sure. There's the relay. I'm not dying that fast. Another duress would really hurt, but I can only relay for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now, and I'm not, like, there's no chance to draw into anything during going off. So I'm basically trading 5 cards for 5 cards, and that seems like not what I want to be doing. Metamorphose gives me hope. I mean, we'll have to discard otherwise, so I think now's the time. Do this, add red, Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame, Seething Song. We really do have to hit well off Metamorphose here, but we'll hope for the best. Add green. Okay, we didn't hit anything, but I'll still cast Seething Song, and then I'll just Galvanic Relay for a bunch, and then I can go off next turn before they can kill me. So here's my exile. So I get Wild Cantor, or Forest? The 3-land? No. Oh, that's so bad. I mean, I do have first day of class, so that's something. 3-land is particularly brutal, though. Alright, we're down to 10. I mean, we're playing the long game, which I kind of like. We draw Tinderwall. That's a good one. So let's go ahead and go Tinderwall, Forest, Bequeathal our Tinderwall. We have Snakeskin Veil available. Do I just let that go through? How much damage do I have at the ready? Oh, they have Cast Down in? Yikes. So Stormcrown is 3. It's going to be 4, 5. Actually, there's a lot of math to do here. The Stormcrown is 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to get 6 2/2s. I don't think that actually wins the race, so I do have to protect this. So they can't kill my thing. Now I sacrifice my Tinderwall. I do get to draw. Ooh, Rite of Flame was good, I think. Cast Wild Cantor, because that's essentially free. Rite of Flame for a lot of mana. First day of class. Or... You know, I actually could get Introduction to Annihilation, but I think Introduction to Prophecy is probably better here. 1, 2, 3. Keeping some red mana in case I draw something I need. Lotus Petal Land Grant. I think I'm going to bottom both of those. I can draw better. Seething Song is not... not the best, but if they don't have Echoing Decay, I guess I'm fine, but I do just lose to Echoing Decay with this game plan. I don't really see another way around it, though. So let's just go for it. I actually did mess up. I was supposed to cast First Day of Class before I cast my Wild Cantor. I would have exactly lethal right now, which could matter. We'll see if they have it. If they have it, you know, it is what it is. They do? Yeah, I'll concede to that. Alright. Good games, opponent, good games. See you guys next round. I'm trying to think. So if I had just kept my Snakeskin Veil, I might have been able to win this. I would have had much fewer squirrels, and they would have just been able to hold back with the Guardians of the Guild Pact. I think this play was, the one I went for was probably correct, because anytime, like if I hit Galvanic Relay, this is the real MVP of the deck, I would just have like redraws into just going off again the following turn. Because I think I did the math, I was going to make 6 squirrels, hit them for 12. That was probably enough. I think I misplayed this, but that's the deck. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Barf, and keep winning die rolls. That's fantastic, let's go first. So we have Bequeathal, Desperate Ritual, Rite of Flame. We have a lot of stuff. If we can draw a single creature, we can really go off. This is probably keepable. I mean, we have Hickory Woodlot, which is like having 2 forests in our opener. And like, if we just draw Tinderwall, this is going to be absolutely disgusting. And the best part is, nobody knows what we're playing here. Leader Hedonist, you know? Card might actually do a thing. Yeah. I guess I'll just leave that one there. They're probably playing Affinity and they're like, literally, what is this deck? Just don't kill my Hedonist, please. That is all I ask. Witching Well is fine. Acceptable. Alright, we get to see how good Satyr Hedonist is. I don't think this is the card that I want in this deck, but it does end up being essentially a red dark witch ritual in this hand, which will end up being pretty decent, I think. I mean, they're tapped out. I have double first day of class. I don't see how I don't go for this. We Bequeathal our Hedonist. We Lotus Petal for our red mana. Then I guess I just sacrifice him to add red. Draw 2 cards. There's our land grant. So let's reveal our hand and they get to see what's going down. Play our forest. And yeah, let's just go deep. Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame. Desperate Ritual. First day of class. So right now, I probably want to keep a first day of class. I have 6 mana, so I can Introduction to Prophecy and Galvanic Relay, which is pretty good. 1, 2, 3. I'm just trying to draw Chatterstorm, really. Land Grant and Chromatic Star. Do I want another land for next turn? Or do I want to try and win immediately this turn? That's a good question. I think I'm going to get a bunch of lands off Galvanic Relay, so I'm going to bottom that. Chromatic Star does get me up to lethal damages, so I guess I top that. Right, that'd be a storm count of 10 if I do draw Chatterstorm. Stack this for green. Chromatic Star I actually cannot cast anymore. We're just going to Galvanic Relay for 10. It was the next card! I could have cracked Chromatic Star and won. Oh, that's frustrating. But it is what it is. I hit another Galvanic Relay, so I think we're in business here. Our opponent could have Counterspell. The blue, like, tap artifacts. I forget the name of it. It's like you basically improvise to counter a spell. But we'll see. I'm going to lead with Land Grant because this seems like the most important one, and maybe they counter this. Okay, we get to go Forest. So I get to go Forest, Tinderwall. I should have led with Wild Cantor, maybe. If they counter Tinderwall, I actually can't play like anything in my hand. So this could get really bad. Don't counter Tinderwall, please. Oh, geez, if they counter this, it's so bad. They clearly have a counter spell, or they're just trying to make me think. No, they do have it. Yikes, that's so bad for me. Yeah, I don't think there was any way I could have played around that. That's brutal. Double Galvanic Relay is gone. I'm trying to think, there's probably some way I could have played around this. Yeah, I can't cast anything. So let's just play a Wild Cantor and go from there, I suppose. That hurts. So if I had just cracked Chromatic Star, I would have won, but that seems so irresponsible rather than drawing 10 cards the following turn. And it has Prophetic Prism. So if they don't have Metallic Rebuke there, I'm in actually really good shape because I just get to like crack it, Seething Song, win the game. I'll even have that. Okay. They have one card left. I draw Bequeathal. I guess we're gonna Chromatic Star for a green here. They only have one card in hand. Yeah, because I can draw that. I mean, Bequeathal into like Tinderwall isn't out here. I don't have very long to do it. In fact, I have exactly one turn to do it. Yeah, Affinity is really scary. Like, they just got a better Mirror Enforcer, which was the better Affinity card to begin with. Okay, you know, let's do this. Wild Cantor, Bequeathal the Cantor. Sacrifice this one for red. Well, Galvanic Relay is not going to help me, so let's Metamorphose. Let's add green-red. Okay, Wild Cantor. I think I'm running out of Bequeathal the Cantor. Add green this time. I mean, we're running out of mana. Okay, Land Grant. They have Forest. Yeah, it's just an anemic Chatterstorm. I mean, I think I'm just dead, right? They can give this, like, unblockable, and yeah. This seems like a tough matchup. Post-sideboard, they get Kark Clan Shaman, the one they can sacrifice to destroy, or like, sacrifice an artifact to do 1 damage to everything. So they could just, like, wipe my Squirrels. I don't think there's a card I can draw here to get me out of this, but I guess we'll see. I need to, like, triple chump block here. Yeah, that Metallic Rebuke really beat me up. I feel like I don't know. I feel like there was maybe a way I could have sequenced it to not die to that, but it's really hard to say. Against them, they get Blue Elemental Blast. They get Metallic Rebuke, which they'll probably keep in. So do I want to go slower, or do I just want to try and overrun them? I probably will feel silly if I don't have at least one gut shot in the deck. We can get rid of Satyr Hedonist, because that card's not great. I mean, it did something there, but just to deal if they have turn 1 Kark Clan Shaman. Although, you know, I could just make my game plan to go off turn 2, and then the Shaman, if they play it turn 1, this is probably better than Satyr Hedonist. Right now, my game plan on the play is just 1 gut shot and try and win turn 2. Because the Shaman can only sacrifice 1 land because I only have 1 artifact in play. So they can't actually kill my creatures that way. I'm just weak to Blue Elemental Blast. But we'll see what happens. Ooh. I don't think this hand is it. This hand seems good. Maybe not necessarily like win turn 2 type of hand. The other question is, do I want to keep Chatterstorm? Because I think turn 2 I could just play a bunch of Squirrels. But again, then they can just play their Shaman. So I don't think I want double Chatterstorm. I would rather give myself the best chances of going off big rather than making like 15 1/1s. Because I think at this point, essentially, they probably just mulligan for the Shaman. Yeah, they mulled a 5. So I feel pretty vindicated with my decision there. Ooh, wait, are they going to go blue Elemental Blast into Shaman? Because that's absurd if they are. Also, do I go for it here? Let's see if Wild Cantor resolves. Blue Elemental Blast turn 1 into the Shaman turn 2 is just gross. Yeah. Alright, I'm glad I didn't go for it. I guess I just passed turn. I have to draw creature to bequeathal? Yeah, they've had the draw. Can land grant, and that tells them how to play the game, but it gives me outs. I think I do want to do this. They get to see my hand, that's okay. And I think I might actually be low on mana, so I'm going to play Chromatic Star, and I'll save it to crack for red in the future. Okay, they don't have the Shaman yet, and I draw Wild Cantor. Yeah, I mean, I think I stack this for green and see what I can draw. I could draw Tinderwall. That'd be even better. Rite of Flame? Yeah, let's just go Wild Cantor and see what happens. If they have another Blue Blast, like, you got me. Come on. Alright. Yeah, turn 1 and turn 2 interaction is a lot. I mean, they did mold a 5. Okay, Metamorphose. I think I'm gonna wait. They do have Counterspell up, and I guess they could Blue Blast Metamorphose here. Galvanic Relay. I'm gonna wait. At this point, it seems like I'm just gonna go off big. They're playing a really slow game. They're not pressuring me at all. Although Mirror Enforcer's coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Mirror Enforcer's coming down, maybe. So if they do tap out for that, then I'll probably try and go off. But I need a creature pretty badly. Double Blue Blast, huh? Alright, after much deliberation, my opponent puts 1 on top, 1 on bottom, which just makes sense. I draw a land grant, which I can play, which lets me Galvanic Relay. I feel like Galvanic Relay for 5 is just not enough. They're not pressuring me, so I'm gonna wait still. Here comes the Shaman, which makes it basically that I have to draw Gut Shot. Okay, here comes Atog. I mean, I could be dead next turn. If they have a third Blue Blast, like, it is what it is. I think I'm only drawing 1 card here. Well, either way, I have to cast Land Grant. I think I'm going to go for it. I don't think I'm waiting with Atog sitting in play. So let's go Lotus Petal. Stack this for red to cast Rite of Flame. They have another Blue Blast. I can pretty much tell that they have one because they're stalling every time I cast a red spell. So yeah, the downsides of land grants, they get to see my hand so they can decide with full information of what to do. I don't know if my deck can beat triple blue Elemental Blast, at least with this draw, but we'll see, right? If they Blue Blast, okay, that resolves. So now I need to play carefully. It seems like they have that or some counter spell. If I Metamorphose here, I still have mana for Galvanic Relay even if they counter my Metamorphose. So let's do that. Let's add green, red. I mean, there's a Chatterstorm. I think I'm kind of better off saving that for next turn because I would lose my Hickory Woodlot if I wanted to cast Chatterstorm. I do get a blocker for Atog, which gives me like a lot of time. So Chatterstorm gives me 6 squirrels plus an extra card off Galvanic Relay. I would have 3 lands. I mean, I probably have enough mana. Okay, let's just cast Chatterstorm and make sure I have enough red here. Yeah. I mean, this just buys me so much time. I could even bequeathal a squirrel, and then they can't attack with Atog very comfortably. I'm basically trading this for 1 card instead of 2 cards in the future, but then they can't attack me. Now we're gonna wait. So I get 7 cards exiled here. That's a lot of Chatterstorms. Ooh, Gut Shot kind of helps. Past turn. So Tinderwall is obviously my best draw. That's so many Chatterstorms, I don't love it. But I guess if they have Crookland Shaman, I can Gut Shot the Shaman. So actually that's not so bad. Yeah, so they have the Shaman, but I have Gut Shot. This probably works out. I draw Galvanic Relay, okay. So let's start with... actually, I think I might move to combat. I might get in some extra damage here. Because I think my plan this turn is to pretty much just Galvanic Relay for next turn. So let's move to combat. And now they lose 2 artifacts in the exchange. So let's Gut Shot this. And if they forget to sacrifice an artifact to save Atog, then that's great. They Metallic Rebuke my gut shot. That's like my only gut shot. Oh no. Do I lose? Is that just game over? Maybe I have two. Let me view sideboard. Nope, I only brought in one gut shot. If I had two, I had a chance of winning. I don't think I could win this game anymore. That was really clutch of them to counter the right card. I mean, they played it really well. Right of Flame, Right of Flame, Chromatic Star. Sacrifice this for green. Yeah. I mean, maybe I can get them here. I think I can go, I have 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, so that's 4, and this is 4. So I can bequeathal a Squirrel, or I guess even more specific, yeah, I'll bequeathal a Squirrel. This makes it harder for them to block. And then I go Chatterstorm. Yeah, there actually might still be a way to do this because of Galvanic Relay. I mean, this card is unreal. And I go Chatterstorm again, and I still have 3 mana left over the Galvanic Relay. So basically, I attack next turn, I force them to pop the Karat Clan Shaman, and then I can go off again. Okay, I messed up, but I think I might still be able to get out of this. Having a gut shot in my deck would make this much, much, much easier, though. I need a card that produces red mana also. Wild Cantor, okay. I was like, that's getting scary. Alright, go ahead, opponent. Please sacrifice Karat Clan end of turn. That would be nice. So we'll see what happens. That is 2 Chatterstorms down. 1, 2, 3. So this is my last Chatterstorm. But they can only... Basically, if they have another Shaman, I'm in trouble. I can triple first day of class. Also, where's my Rite of Flame? There's one. I guess I've cast a lot already. This is really challenging. I think I have a shot. It depends if they have like a million more counter spells and blue elemental blasts. I can only beat so many blue blasts, right? If they have double blue blast here plus Shaman plus double blue blast Metallic Rebuke, like that's not so beatable. Drawing Lotus Petal is huge, so let's just move to combat. Force them to pop it. Oh boy. Echoing Tooth probably does it. I don't know if I can beat all of this. I mean, I can Manamorphose now, but they just have the Shaman for my Squirrels and then they kill me. Alright. Alright, GG's opponent. Well played. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Manaman Van Turk. We're on the draw. Our hand has double Galvanic Relay. Desperate Ritual, Seething Song. I think I keep this. I mean, this hand is 1 Tinderwall away from going deep turn 2. Playing against Ice Tunnel, so like Blue-Black Delver. Don't hate it, but it's also not amazing. We'll see what happens here. Land, Tinderwall, another Relay. Alright, let's Chromatic Star. I actually can't pop this because I need red mana. And we'll see if they tap out. They're probably just like, what even is this deck? And I would not blame them. Island, okay. So Spellstutter Spread I'm not really that scared of. Counterspell is not great. Preordain is fine. And they don't do anything. Show game log, they preordained 2 cards to the bottom. Draw Seething Song. Do I just discard? Like, I don't think it's worth tapping anything here. Maybe they don't have Counterspell, but if they counter my Desperate Ritual, I'm left with no mana and nothing in play, and then I have to discard even more. Yeah, alright, discarding Galvanic Relay. They have Augur, so they have Counterspell or something available. Or maybe just Echoing Truth. They whiffed on Augur? No. Yeah, they did. Land, Lotus Petal. So that does something. Cast Lotus Petal, see if they counter that. They don't. I'm gonna wait one more turn. Here's when they ninja the Augur. Yep, they ninja the Augur. And probably don't replay the Augur either, because they have Counterspell. So I pretty much have to go off this turn and just hope that like 1 Counterspell isn't enough. Bequeathal. Oh boy. Let's do this and sacrifice this for red. That's so many Galvanic Relays. So they can counter this. They don't know my hand though. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll wait and just discard another Galvanic Relay. That's just like way too many. Now I can draw like Rite of Flame into something. I'm just dead. There's no way I can win this. I take 2. A little bit late, Mr. Tinderwall. A little bit late. Alright, playing against these people, we have a bunch of red elemental blasts. So I just bring in 4 red blasts. That counters a lot of things, but they probably have Echoing Decay as well. So, I mean, I'm on the play. I want to be quick. So maybe I just have Snakeskin Veil to protect from Echoing Decay. Because counter magic is like, it's fine, but it's not amazing. They might just be sitting behind like Echoing Truth and thinking they can kill my creatures with it if I go off turn 2. So if I just have Snakeskin Veil, they can't do that anymore. So yeah, I think I do that and I get rid of a Desperate Ritual and go from there. On the draw, I might bring in Red Blasts. This is, turn 1 I go Lotus Petal, Tinderwall, Rite of Flame, Galvanic Relay for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like I think I'm better off mulliganing this. That's just like way too many Galvanic Relay. So I have Land Grant, Rite of Flame. Yeah, I keep this. What's the play? I mean, the question is, I guess, do I think I want to try and go off turn 1? Because I can go Land Grant for green, Lotus Petal for red, Rite of Flame for 3 mana, and then Seething Song up to 5 mana. I guess I just get rid of Seething Song. Question is, do I just turn 1 Chatterstorm for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? It's fine, but not incredible. This deck is really hard to play, especially like I don't know what my opponent has. I could hit something off Chromatic Star that would really help, and I can also wait a turn, because they might have like Duress, and Duress would just destroy me. I think I'm better off going for it. Forest, Lotus Petal, Rite of Flame, Chromatic Star for green, Tinderwall, Chatterstorm. Alright, we got 7 Squirrels turn 1. We'll see if they can beat that. They can't Echoing Decay until turn 2, so they need to have it like specifically on turn 2. And if they were just holding a bunch of counter spells or duress, like this could still get them. Please draw Snakeskin Veil. That's all I'm asking is Snakeskin Veil off the top. So Fairy Seer actually buys them another turn. And they get to scry too. They put 1 on top. I'm probably dying. Snakeskin Veil, Lotus Petal. Alright, attack with these. I think this was my best shot. Because if I had waited, I would just have 1 more Lotus Petal. Okay. I got another draw step at it. Okay. I'll take it. They have 2 turns. That fairy was actually really clutch for them. Snakeskin Veil. First day of class. So that's useful. I could draw like specifically... No, I can't kill them here. Swing out. So I would have had to wait 2 turns to be able to go off and kill them with first day of class into the Squirrels. Ooh, they still don't have an answer. I like that. I could first day of class a Wild Cantor and kill them with that. If they don't deal with my Squirrels right now. Hydroblast. Okay. I mean, I think I just have to try and go to like close the game out. Because they have a Hydroblast. So I attack for 5. If I first day of class here, then what happens? Right, because next turn they can Echoing Decay or whatever and then Hydroblast my Squirrels. If I first day of class and find 1 attacker, then I hit them with 7 creatures. They block there, they take 6, and they go to 2. So that doesn't really do it. Playing a land. I have 5 mana, so I don't think there's any way that first day of class wins it for me here, unless I draw specifically Chatterstorm off the top, which is like 1 in 49. I don't want to risk like a 1 in 49 chance of winning when I could just wait a little bit, and now they have to have mana up for like everything for the rest of the game. Plus, they also have to have Echoing Decay to answer my Squirrels, which they don't seem to have. They whip with Augur. That might be it. Yeah! Turn 1, 7 Squirrels, takes it down. Okay. Now what do I do? I can't believe that worked. I could bring in... Because I'm on the draw, it's going to be really hard for me to go off fast enough to like do stuff. They're going to have Hydroblast. The question is, would I like Red Elemental Blast in my deck? Or again, would I rather just have the Snakeskin Veil if they're planning to Echoing Decay my creatures? I think I still prefer the Snakeskin Veils. I think being fast is my best. I have my best chances if I'm just going fast. I'm talking myself into it. It worked last game. Turn 1 win. If I draw... No, I don't have green mana. This hand's really close. Let me think about this. The lack of green mana is perplexing, so I can go Land Grant, Wild Cantor. Rite of Flame, I'll have 2 mana. Rite of Flame, I will have... this one will add 3. So I'll go down to 1, I'll have 4 mana. Seething Song up to 6. Seething Song up to 8 mana. First Day of Class down to 6, getting the card that goes for 2. Honestly, this hand gives me a pretty good shot at winning turn 1 if they don't have Counterspell. I think my best shot is going for it, because if I can scry into like Manamorphose, Chromatic Star into Chatterstorm or Galvanic Relay, this hand just kind of wins turn 1. And if they just play a tapped land, like they can't even interact. Yeah, I think this is my best shot. I want to draw Manamorphose. Another land grant. I mean, that's more Storm, I guess. Do I go for this? I think so. That's land grant again. Getting lands out of my deck. Check this for red. Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame. Seething Song. Seething Song. First Day of Class. Getting Introduction to Prophecy and hope for the best. Just Galvanic Relay does it. Not those. Come on, deck, please. No. Okay. I try. I mean, that would have been game over if I had gotten there. And I think that's... You don't, like, run with this deck to turn down those chances. This is the downside of running Snakeskin Veil. Obviously, you can draw it when you're not good. But I think that was worthwhile. I don't have any regrets on that one. I guess you'd have to do the math on what are the odds, because it's 4 Manamorphose, 4 Chromatic Star, like 4 Wild Cantor can give me green, but that doesn't draw a card. So 4 Manamorphose, 4 Chromatic Star, 4 Galvanic Relay. So that's 12 cards out of 48. So it's like 25% chance of kind of winning. I'll take a 25% chance of winning on the spot. I think it's lower because Manamorphose doesn't win right away, but Galvanic Relay pretty much would have won on the spot. And I'm still not dead. I mean, I could draw like Wild Cantor or something, put a Bequeathal on it. Chromatic Star. Okay. Not going to crack the star just yet because I might need red mana in the future. And they didn't have a ninja either. That's great. Chatterstorm. I mean, we're getting somewhere. Now I'll crack this for green. If I draw specifically Tinderwall, they could Spellstutter Sprite it, and that would be brutal. We'll try it. Yeah. I was okay trading it for Counterspell, but trading it for Spellstutter is not great. I mean, Tinderwall blocks the ninja, so like it's a pretty good thing to have. I don't think I'm winning this game, but I'll continue playing for at least a little bit, because I could draw another Tinderwall and maybe they don't have Counterspell for it in the next... I have like 2 turns and hoping, right? If their hand is all Hydroblasts. I'm just gonna hardcast a land grant. I don't want them to see my hand. They can counter it if they want. Hit the land, go ahead. They don't even crack their Evolving Wilds because they have like 6 counterspells in hand and Brainstorm and all that nonsense. Okay, I mean Tinderwall. You have another Spellstutter? Okay, let's try this. See what happens here. Okay. That's unexpected. Is now when I make my shot? Storm count is 2. Next turn I'll have way more mana. Because I go Tinderwall into Desperate Ritual, they counter my Desperate Ritual and I'm just out of stuff. I'm just gonna let it sit there. If they try and kill it or bounce it, I can draw a card in response. It blocks Augur of Boloth. Like it's pretty good just hanging out, and next turn I'll have 2 more mana. They finally fetch up another swamp and now they attack again. Just for 1. Okay. Oh, ninja? That ninja. Okay, so now they can counter my Snakeskin Veil with Spellstutter. But I mean, they're tapped as low as I can hope for. I don't think it's getting any better for me than this. They're discarding the hand size rather than playing anything. That's never a good sign. I mean, if they're not going to play anything, I'll just wait, right? I can block the ninja. I just take 1. Like, this is literally no pressure. And if I can get to a situation where either they get impatient, they Spellstutter, or something, and I can get a Chatterstorm going into like a Galvanic Relay, like that seems fine for me. There's the second Snakeskin. Like, I'm taking 1 a turn. This isn't a clock. And they're discarding the hand size. I thought about conceding. If I win this game, I will be so happy. They Echoing Decay my Tinderwall. If I let that happen, me think about this. Because if I Snakeskin Veil right now, they're going to Spell Stutter Sprite. And then I Snakeskin Veil again. I mean, they clearly have another Echoing Decay in hand. So if I double Snakeskin Veil, that's all my answers to Echoing Decay, and then I have no way to win. So I guess I just have to sacrifice this to add double red. Draw my cards. I draw another Tinderwall. I mean, that went about as good as I could have asked for. Lotus Petal? Chromatic Star's not bad. So let's lead on Chromatic Star, because they might Spell Stutter Sprite this, and then I get my Tinderwall. Tinderwall. Another Sprite. That's probably game. I don't know. If they can rebuy Spell Stutter Sprite, I don't really have an easy way to make red mana now. Yeah. Alright, GG's opponent. GG's. That was close. I mean, we made it to turn 12. Fighting the good fight. And I didn't show my Snakeskin Veil tech. Whew. These matches have been tough. Their hand was very loaded. Counterspell, spell, Echoing Decay, Hydroblast. But honestly, I think if they didn't have... Because there was one turn where they had just one black, and I had Snakeskin Veil. And I could have maybe won. Either way, see you guys next round. Oh, right, we're playing against Kazuya 3. No lands. Okay. This hand, I mean, it's got a lot of Manamorphos, which does something, I guess. So we can go Hickory Woodlot, and then we're going to go, like, Wild Cantor into, like, a bunch of Manamorphos. I'm just going to get rid of Desperate Ritual then, I guess. Right now, turn 2, I will have 3 mana. Opponent has red. So they could be playing Burn. Could be doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, Thermal Alchemist suggests Burn. So there's first day of class. Currently I don't have enough mana. I probably get at least one more turn here. I'm deciding, I guess, what's my limiting factor, mana or cards. It's hard to tell because I just have a bunch of Manamorphos. But I think... I mean, I could try and go for it. And I get, like, 5 redraws. But I only have 3 total mana. I think I'm going to wait one turn. They're just Burn. I don't think Burn kills turn 3. If they go, like, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt, Fire Blast, I take 1 plus 12 plus 5, 17. I go to, like, 2. So I don't think it's possible for Burn to kill me from here. But next turn, it's very possible. I think for Burn to get a turn 3 kill, they need to play a turn 1 spell. I think. I mean, this is still pretty sick, though. I think I'm probably dead next turn. So we are going for it. Man, I would have really done well to have gone for it last turn. Alright, Wild Cantor into red. Rite of Flame, Manamorphose. Go green, green. Manamorphose. Really tapped that one wrong. Red, green. Seething Song. I mean, if I get another turn, maybe there's hope. Do this for green. Land Grant shows them what's up, but it gives me more mana, so that's fine. If they can't kill me next turn, I probably win, but I feel like they can probably kill me. I Manamorphose again. Then green, green. Desperate Ritual. I mean, what do I think the chances are of them being able to kill me? If they have 2 burn spells in those 3 cards, I'm down to 8. And then those 2 burn spells do 4 damage each with Thermal Alchemist, so I do just die if they have 2 burn spells. The only outs I can go for here are first day of classing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can first day of class here and just cycle a card and try and hit something. Because if I can hit Shatterstorm, I do actually win on the spot. So I guess I actually do that because I'm going to have a ton of cards anyway next turn. I might as well give myself a shot of winning on the spot. It's like 1 in 46, but it's still something. So we're going to go Forest. First day of class, discarding Galvanic Relay. Because I still have enough mana to cast Galvanic Relay. Land Grant, okay. No! What? Why is that the default? I'm actually going to report that as a bug. I have no land cards in hand. I click on Land Grant and it just spends my available mana. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Alright, well, let's see if they would have killed me, I guess. That's so frustrating. I would have had 11 cards to cast. It might not matter if they would have killed me, but, like, why is the default of Land Grant not just cast it for free? I would have won. I actually would have won. That's so frustrating. Alright, well, I won't reveal my deck to them more. I mean, they know what I'm playing, but I would have won that game. Okay, playing against Burn. I think it's just Weather the Storm. Because they're creature that kills stuff. I actually do want gut shots as well. And we're gonna get rid of Satyr Hedonist. Man, that's brutal. Should be up a game. Get rid of Desperate Ritual, and do I actually want Weather the Storm? It gives me time. I keep talking myself out of all my sideboard cards. It's so good though. I should probably keep it. Because I can like Weather the Storm into Galvanic Relay and then be fine. So maybe in this matchup, I get rid of like, I just play one gut shot? Yeah, okay, one gut shot. I'm sold with that. Let's go first. Yeah. If I draw any creature, this hand is pretty good. Play that. Alright, so I guess I always right click this card. E2 Lava Runner. So now they could turn 3 kill me. And what's more important? Showing my hand? I think it's better to save my Hickory Woodlot. They get to see my hand, but the only information that really gives them is Bequeathal is a thing. Okay, so they Lava Runner into Needle Drop. It looks like they kept a one-lander, but it's hard to tell. They suspend Riftbolt. Okay, I don't think I'm dying next turn. Draw Galvanic Relay. I'm gonna wait. Land Grant being a storm count really does help. I need to draw a red source next turn though, I think. Suspend Riftbolt and they Chain Lighting me. I don't pay double red. Alright, deck. Let's do this. Desperate Ritual. Alright, I'll land grant here. They get to see what's going on. And I know people are probably saying Caleb, your mana is bad or whatever, but I have like 16 red sources. So this is like, right, I have 4 Manamorphose, 4 Chromatic Star, 4 Wild Cantor, 4 Tinderwall. So this is like playing like a mono red deck with 16 mountains and not hitting red source. Like it's just, it's high variance, but I think it's pretty likely overall that my deck would have red mana. But I'm just dead here. I would have got a game 3 too. Yeah. Darn. Alright, well that's a rough way to end the league. I want to see what I was going to draw. Oh boy. So I was going to draw 2 off Bequeathal. I drew another Bequeathal and not be able to go off. First day of class will let me cycle 1. I'd scry 2 and then draw 1 actually. Okay, so I wouldn't have been able to go off. Ugh, brutal. Okay, so closing on the deck, what are my thoughts? I mean, number one, the meta is like hyper sideboarded for this matchup. Everyone had like 4 Hydroblast, 4 Echoing Decay. Like, this card is very good. It's just like everyone knows about it and they're prepared, and it's relatively easy to prepare for. So I don't think Chatterstorm is too big of a problem. For me, I feel like Galvanic Relay is the actual like card that's very hard to answer. Like, yeah, maybe Chatterstorm is easy to answer, but you know, maybe in the future you just play like this shell without Chatterstorm and just have some infinite combo that doesn't die to Echoing Decay, like if they print something in the future, and then you don't even need like a storm combo. You're just like playing your whole deck, so it's pretty scary. I don't know if I like Bequeathal. It felt sweet when it worked, but I did have a lot of times where I didn't have creatures. Maybe I want more creatures. Satyr Hedonist felt pretty bad, so let's just go with Skirk Prospector. Date with versions in collection, sure. Let's do that. The sideboard obviously needs work. I liked the Snakeskin Veils, they felt good. I probably should have brought in more Red Elemental Blasts, but I like going quickly against decks. It's just going to take practice. But overall, I think this deck is good. The meta is really prepared for it, though. It's really hard to do super well with this deck right now. See you guys next time.